The meeting was to develop our plan given the threat of avian influenza disease outbreak in Mexico. Dr. Miguel De Paz, Chief Vet Officer for Baja, will tell us a little bit more on the disease.
There is an outbreak of highly pathogenic avian influenza H7N3 in the state of Jalisco, Mexico, and it is affecting a great number of layers. I must say mostly layers, because we can divide the poultry into layers, broilers, breeders, but this disease is affecting the commercial layer flocks. The disease is very serious in the sense that it's highly pathogenic, means that it's lethal. When it affects a barn, 75% or more of the chickens will die. Mexico, though, is implementing measures to contain this disease within the state, measures that include eradication. Eradication meaning that affected birds and birds within a certain area are disposed of in a humane manner and buried in order to try and contain the disease. Nevertheless, it is very difficult to contain a disease that is highly pathogenic. We cannot take any chances, and therefore Belize needs to implement measures, and those include surveillance in risk areas. And we have determined the northern districts of Belize to be risk areas, given that it is adjacent to Mexico, and also wetlands in that area. We are also strengthening the quarantine checkpoints at our borders to ensure that we don't have the importation of any poultry or poultry products from Mexico, given that that could be a form of introducing the virus, and hence Belize poultry becoming infected.
Orlando Habet, manager of Belize Poultry Association, will discuss the implication of the potential threat to local industry.
The threat of avian influenza coming from Mexico to Belize is very serious, and it is of great concern to the Belize Poultry Association. As we all know, the Poultry Association in Belize looks after the poultry industry, which is a sizable industry with an investment of somewhere around 60 million Belize dollars. The production of poultry in Belize by the commercial side, or the commercial sector, amounts to more than 32 million pounds of poultry meat per year, and that gives us a consumption of about 110 pounds of poultry meat per person per year. And from the egg sector, we consume somewhere around 141 eggs per person per year. So it is significant in that sense, but also significant in that because of the self-sufficiency, it also bears much importance in our national food security. We are very collaborative with Baja and also with OIRSA, because together we can formulate our plans for mitigation and also in preparation for the advent of a disease such as Dr. Paz mentioned, the highly pathogenic avian influenza. We have some production in the northern districts, Orange Walk and Corozal, and so, as Dr. Paz mentioned, we will be looking at those areas, especially the wetlands, as he mentioned, which are areas where migratory birds would land, because the disease can be transported through that medium. So for us in the Belize Poultry Association, it is of concern, and we are working together with Baja and also with OIRSA to formulate this plan of action in which we will all be collaborating with.
Dr. De Paz, does it affect humans?
Presently, this disease is a poultry disease. There is no human risk. H7N3 is a poultry disease.
This news report has been sponsored by Mahogany Hall Boutique Resort, a new definition of luxury in Belize. Reporting for Love News from the Baja Building in Central Farm, I am Elaine Berry for Love FM.